congrats to Iowa State, TJ's team defensively. They have a big-time reputation, and it was obvious that they're a terrific defensive team tonight. So always give credit there first. They did the things to come in and win on the road and make it very difficult for us. It's obvious to point at the turnovers, and that was obviously a massive factor, if not the biggest factor in the game. You guys are aware of that. I'm aware of that. Our team's aware of it. The fact of the matter is we can sit here and talk about the kids that we're playing, but I think the onus has to go to me. We got to have our team more ready. We got to have our team more prepared. You know, we come out there and turn it over 25 times. We got to do it. I got to do a better job. Our staff's got to do a better job. And you know, we got really good players. I believe in them. So to turn it over 25 times, we got to do better as coaches.
Was there anything specifically that kept you from just not being able to shut it off? I mean, 6 in the opening segment, you knew they were coming at you and couldn't stop the bleeding.
Yeah, their ball pressure is significant, and I think, you know, what they do is they pressure the ball and you make you put your head down and you drive into difficult places. And again, I got to do a better job of getting our team more prepared for that. We tried to simulate that in practice and didn't do a good enough job. Again, it's a coach. We got to look in the mirror as coaches, not point fingers. We got great kids. I believe in them. Staying with them. We're going to figure it out. This team's going to figure it out. I believe that. But, you know, to come in, like you said, 6 in the opening minute and, you know, not be able to kind of adjust in a quick enough way to – I mean, I guess it's a one-possession game going into the under 4 the first half, right? And then we give up. I think we lose that last war by 7, so we're down 8 at half. So I thought we kind of managed it defensively a little bit, even though we had a couple defensive breakdowns. But it just got away from us there, and then I thought our guys showed fight to keep climbing back into it. I expect that. That's the standard that we've set here for ourselves. So not going to sit here and celebrate that, but I think it's worth recognizing.
Coach, what's the message to the team after that kind of game, and what do you guys have to make sure you do to bounce back going forward?
Yeah, we talk about responding all the time, you know, and come on, guys. We're disappointed. Nobody's more disappointed than I am. We just, in the last 3 days, lost to the 5th-ranked team in the country and the 10th-ranked team in the country, and felt like we blew some opportunities. There's no doubt about that. But we're in a league where it can be really good and feel great like it did last weekend down at Texas Tech, or it can feel like you're down in the dumps, and the goal from day one has been to not get on a roller coaster and just stay steady every day. And that's hard when you go through a tough stretch or you have a night like we did tonight, but that's when you find out what you really are about. You got to be at your best when things are hard, and we'll be at our best now. I'll be at my best as a coach. I made that commitment to our team, and I expect everybody else in our program to be at their best when things aren't going our way.
Is there anything you can take from the 2 defensive efforts you've seen the last 2 games, Houston and these guys, to use? I mean, obviously no one wants to take a whipping like that, but anything you can use to your guys to get used to come tournament time, that type of defense, or you know, at some point I'm sorry for the word, but I mean, is having the guys pissed off after 2 games like this enough to get them going?
I think that I'd like to think, Scott, I don't think about it circumstantially, and I mean this. And it's hard. Like, this is a hard thing to execute, but it's what I believe. You try to learn from everything, and you try to grow in everything you're doing. If it's really damn hard and you get your butt kicked and you struggle, then embrace it and learn. That doesn't mean it feels good. Embrace it and learn. If you do well, figure out what you got to do better. You didn't arrive, and embrace it and learn. And that's how I'm going to approach it as a head coach every single day. There's no arrival. There's no jumping off the bridge. There's no putting my head down. I'm pissed. It hurts because I hate losing. But you embrace it and you learn. And there's going to be things to learn from every night. And when they play at a really high level, and we play at a really high level now, there's going to be an opportunity to learn every night. Whether it feels good or doesn't feel good, you better do it. If you think you've arrived or you put your head down and pout, then you're going to take 2 steps back. You keep growing and learning, it's going to work out. I really believe that, and I try to execute that, especially when it's hard. So, yeah, yes, there's things to learn when you play against Houston and Iowa State, 2 of the 2 best defenses in the country.
CJ, you get 16 minutes in tonight, getting work back in from the injury. Just how are you feeling overall, and how comfortable do you feel in an intense environment, intense defensive assignment for you?
Yeah, I had no issues. My body felt good. Been having a good couple days of practice, and no setbacks playing. So everything's been to plan.
Coach, can you just walk us through what those conversations are like when your team is struggling with things that they're probably not used to struggling with, as far as the turnovers and missed assignments defensively in the paint?
Conversations with who?
The players inside the huddle.
I mean, it's not rocket science, guys. We got to execute better. You got to be stronger with the ball. We got to meet passes when we're being double teamed. We got to. Sometimes as they started doubling us there at the end of the first half, then all of a sudden we're overreacting to that as opposed to executing better, which will help you deal or maybe have an advantage versus double team. So, nothing that's rocket science. Just trying to get guys to, number one, attack the double team, be stronger with the ball, do their job within our plays or our assignments offensively, and not get on our heels. And I think that's what I saw, and I think everybody saw. And again, I don't blame the damn kids, blame the coach. We got to get them ready. And we obviously didn't have them ready if you come out and you have that kind of performance.
25 minutes tonight for Jizzle. He was in a lot late against Houston as well. Is he starting to earn that trust where he's a guy that's seeing his minutes increase?
Listen, I've said it. I know everybody wants to, narratives, and you guys all have jobs to do, and I get it, and I appreciate all the interest in our program and our team. So I asked for this. I'm not complaining, but you guys are looking into this way too much, way more than I'll ever look at it. Jizzle James is really good. Everybody can see it. He's really important to this team. He was important to this team in our first game against whoever the heck we played against. Davion Thomas is really important to this team. He was important to our team against UIC. They're both going to be important to our team against Central Florida on Saturday. It's not been a competition. We need both. We have two guards, 2 point ball handling players, 2 point guards. They both really matter. Some teams have 5 of them and start 3 of them. We got 2. Stop trying to figure out which one's the guy. They're both the damn guy. And that's the way I've looked at it from day one. We played them both together when they're playing well. Sometimes one of them seems to be more effective, so they get a little more minutes. Like, this ain't rocket science. We have 2. I wish we had 25. And then we could talk about damn depth charts. They're both the guy. And they both are doing the right things every day to work. They're both great kids. We got the right 2 kids at point guard.
CJ, you've been on.
Sorry, I'm just in a bad mood, guys. I hate losing. I hate it. So I'm not mad. You guys are doing your jobs. I don't mean to be a prick. I can't help it. It's nobody's fault. I hate losing. We are going to figure it out. This team is going to figure it out.
CJ, you've been on tournament teams in the past, so you understand this time of year how important wins are. Just how important do you think it is for this team to start stacking wins to get yourselves in the conversation of where you want to be a month from now?
Yeah, in this league, every game's an opportunity, and we got 7 games left. So it's like Coach says all the time. It's a program what we stand for. It's responding, working hard, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to stay together, and we're going to get ready for Central Florida and try to take advantage of these opportunities.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.